So we'll start in the co-unlockable class. So I've already defined the class, so you can just define the class and then just follow along. So public class coin lockable, and we'll implement lockable, the interface that we created. Then we'll define a variable private int key, private boolean set, another variable private boolean is locked. Then another variable private int key set temp. Private int key set temp. And then private final int heads equals 0. And then a private int face. Then we'll do the constructor now. So public, we just reference the class. So public coin lockable. So that's the constructor. Guess we can put a space there. Public coin lockable. No parameters. Then we'll just say set is equal to false. And then we'll say is locked is equal to false as well. And we'll call the flip method that we haven't written yet. So now we'll implement the set key method. Sorry, just fix the mic a little bit. Okay, so public void. So public void set key. Public void set key, and then it'll take a parameter int key. Public void set key takes a parameter int key. So it takes an int parameter named key. Then we'll say if set is equal to false, which right now it is. If set is equal to false, then we'll say this dot key is equal to key. Then we'll, in the braces here, we'll also set one more thing. We'll say set is equal to true. Then if, actually some more statements here. So after all that, let's move this brace up. Excuse me. So in that if, again we'll set another if. So if set is equal to true, then we'll system.out.println line. Then we'll say key is set. Key is set. So we'll set the key. Then we'll set key set temp equal to key. Then we'll system.out.println. Then we'll say key set complete. Then we'll have an else statement. So if set is equal to true, so we hit that block, and then if set is equal to false, we'll say system.out.println. We'll say key set uncomplete. uncomplete. Is that even a word? It might need a dash, but that's okay. So just uncomplete. Else system.out.println key set uncomplete. So we'll say that it's not complete if set is equal to false. Because if it's not true, then it's false. So this one here is going to have an else. So if set is equal to true, then we'll say, so else, if set is equal to true, if set so else, if set is equal to true, that's what it's saying. Then we'll system.out.println. Then we'll say key already set. I'm missing a brace there, I believe I am. Actually, no, it's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So now we'll do the lock method. So we did the set key method. Then we got the lock, unlocked, and locked. So that's where the method ends. So here we'll write a new method. Maybe I should do a space. Public void lock takes a parameter int key. So we'll say public void lock int key as a parameter. Excuse me. Public void lock int key if set is equal to true. Then also if public void lock, so if set is equal to true, and if we could have probably used and, like one big if with a bunch of ands, but I guess I did it this way. So if is locked is equal to false, if is locked is equal to false, and if key, so if set is equal to true, if is locked is equal to false, and if key equals key set temp, whoops. So if all that's true, then we'll say is locked. We'll set is locked equal to true. So this equals here is saying if key is equal to, and then here we're just saying key is equal to. So if key is equal to, and then this one just says is locked is now equal to. So is locked is equal to true. Then we'll system.out.print line. We'll print out that it's locked. So if key is not equal to key set temp, we'll need an else here. So if key is not equal to key set temp, if key is equal to key set temp, if key is equal to key set temp, this block is going to execute. But if key does not equal to key set temp, then we'll say else system.out.println lock failed. So this one, if is locked is equal to false. So if is locked is equal to true, we'll say already locked. So else we'll system.out.println already locked. So one more else. If set is equal to true. So in this case, if set is equal to false, I believe. Where are we? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, else. I should have 3 ifs and 3 else. Yeah, so if set is equal to true. So if set is equal to false, we'll say else. So if we'll say system.out.println key not set. So key isn't set if set is equal to false. So I don't know if we use the same logic here in the account lockable class. What method was that? Lock. I don't believe we used that kind of logic. Did we? Oh, yeah, we did, I guess. If, then if, then if. But you could have said, I think you could have said and. Then we could have put a statement here. Then again, we could have said and. Right? If is locked equal to false. Can we do? I think we can put more than one statement in there. Yeah, we can put more statements in there, I believe. So we could have just did another statement like that. Then we could have get another one like that. We could have just had one big conditional, right? This way it's just a little bit different. So we're saying if this is equal to true, then open up a new brace and say, do a nested if like this. Because that way we can kind of set them. If this doesn't work, then we can have an else. If that doesn't work, then we can have an else. With that one, we can only have one else, right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of what you're looking for. But when you're writing it on the fly, you'll probably have to change it a few times. Maybe you'll just do it once. Just depends on what you're kind of thinking of when you write it, right? But you can always come back and fix it later. So anyways, now we finished the lock method. So we've implemented this class. So we can say that method implemented, or we can say method meets implementation required from a lockable interface, so we won't get an error. We just have to implement all the methods from that interface in this class, since we implement the lockable interface. So after that method, where does it end? Down there. So this code itself, I think it's like 400 lines or something, maybe more. But we are putting some braces here, but there is a lot of lines kind of in this code. It's one of the longer codes in this tutorial. In these tutorials. So anyways, after that, we did the lock method in the coin lockable, and then there's another, we have to do the unlock method. I believe so. Lock and unlock, yeah, so that's where it ends. Down there, okay, right there. So I'll put a double space, and then we'll say public void unlock. We'll take a parameter, int key again, so it takes a key. Then we'll say if set is equal to true, if set is equal to true, and if is locked is equal to true. Then again we'll say if key is equal to key set temp, key is equal to key set temp. Then we'll say is locked is set equal to false. Then we'll system.out.println. We'll print unlocked. So if key is equal to key set temp, is locked is now set to false, and we'll print out that it's unlocked. So in this method we're trying to unlock something, correct? Taking a key, like a password almost, passcode, whatever. Then, so we're saying if set is equal to true, so if the key is set, if is locked is equal to true, so if the object is locked, and if the key that the user entered is equal to the key set, temporary, then we'll say it's now unlocked, is locked is equal to false, right? And then we'll print out that it's unlocked. So then we'll have, so if the key is not equal to the key set temp, so if the password's wrong, basically that's what it's saying, then we'll print out to the system.out.println, then we'll say unlock failed. And then for this, so if is locked is equal to true, then this statement hits. So if is locked is equal to false, then we'll say else. Well, if it's not locked, then we'll say it's already unlocked. We'll print to the system. So system.out.println already unlocked. So this if we got it, this if we got it. So if set is equal to true, so if set is equal to false, then we'll say key not set. So else system.out.println, then we'll say key not set. Say we're almost done this method. We actually know we have a few more methods to do. So we'll say public boolean. We'll now do public boolean locked. So public void unlock. Under that line, we'll create a method here. We'll implement the other method, public boolean locked. No parameters. Whoops. No parameters. System.out.println. Object is locked, question mark, and then we'll write it here. We'll call the is locked variable. We'll print it out. Then we'll return is locked. So returns true if the object is locked. So it's a Boolean method named locked. We're printing out in this method. we're asking, is the object locked? Plus, it's a concatenation, so it's not going to add anything. It's going to concat this is locked Boolean method, so it's going to say true or false if it is currently locked, and it's also going to return it. We could have maybe even made this a void and just returned that, but this way it's good because we return a Boolean. We could have used a ternary operator here. We could have said we could have system.out.println. We could have asked, is the object locked? And we could have said, if it's true, return this as a string, and if it's false, return this as a string, right? That's what we could have did. We could have used a ternary operator here. Just another way to do it. Then after that, we'll write the flip method. So public void flip. It's going to flip the coin initially, or it's going to flip the coin. So if is locked is equal to false. Pretty much we could use the ternary operator in all of these. In all these statements we could have changed it to ternary operator, but honestly I like if and else if. They're easier to work with. But you do see ternary operator in other languages too. Of course you'll see if and else and ternary operators everywhere. So just depends on what you want to use. So public void flip, if is locked is equal to false, then we'll say face is equal to a casted int to math.random times 2. So without the int, then math.random just returns 0 to 1.99, I think. You can double check that. But with an int, it only returns 0 or 1. It doesn't return the doesn't return the 2, since it only goes to 2. It returns to less than 2. That's why if you cast it to an int, it only returns 0 or 1, but if it's not casted, then it returns 0 to 1.99. I have a video on that in the beginning, but I might have to redo it because my mic wasn't very loud at that time. I didn't have a proper mic. So after that, we'll do we'll say if face is equal to 0, then we'll system.out.println. We'll say that heads, that the coin flipped to heads. But we'll say else. Then we'll system.out.println. Then we'll say tails. So if face is equal to 0, then system.out print system.print out to the system heads. Else it's 1. So else face is equal to 1. Then it's going to print tails. So heads if it's 0, tails if it's 1. then if is locked is equal to true. Where is that? That's here. If is locked is equal to true, we'll say else is locked is equal to true. I don't even think we had to write that, but that's okay. Then we'll system.out.println object locked. We'll say that the object's locked, therefore we can't flip anything, and then we can't flip it. We can't call the flip method. Therefore, it's unchanged. Nothing gets flipped. So it just stays in the locked state. We'll do another method here. Almost done. This class. Then we'll just have the driver class to do. So we'll say public, we'll create a new method. It's a boolean method, so public boolean is heads, so it's asking if it's heads. Then we'll say if is locked is equal to false. Return face is equal to heads. So if so public boolean is heads, that's a method. If is locked is equal to false, then it returns true. If face is equal to heads, then else. If is locked is equal to true. No, then it's set, sorry. If it's, then we say else, then is locked is set to true. Then we'll system.out.println. Excuse me, then we'll say object locked. So then object locked, and then we'll return is locked. So what do we say here? We said if is locked is equal to false, then we'll return. So if is locked is equal to false, then it returns face. It returns true if face is equal to heads. But if is locked is equal to true, so if is locked is equal to false, right? So if the object's, if is locked is equal to false, then it returns true if face is equal to heads. Because we're asking if it is heads, right? But if is locked is equal to true, then is locked is set to true. Then we print out object is locked, and we return the boolean. We didn't have to do that. We just returned true or false. So in this case, it's going to say true. So after that, we'll create the toString. So we'll say public string and then toString. So we'll return public string toString. We'll return face is equal to heads. So if face is equal to heads, if that's true, then we'll return the string heads. We'll use the ternary operator. And if it's false, we'll return the string tails. Then we'll also return boolean dot toString is locked plus integer dot toString key plus integer dot toString key set temp plus keys integer dot toString key set temp plus boolean dot toString set. I feel like I'm missing a bracket somewhere, or I have an unnecessary bracket. Maybe this one doesn't need to be in there. Nope. Maybe I need to put one here and one all the way down here, because I think there's an error. No error? Yeah, there is an error. That's what I thought. Nope, still getting an error. Okay, what happened here? Got a mistake here. So return face is equal to heads if it's true. Return heads. Oh, here we go. I gotta put the bracket here and get rid of that bracket at the end. No, it wants that bracket now. Alright. Okay, so public string toString, it returns, so if face is equal to heads, if it's true, return the string heads. If it's false, return the string tails. So there's the ternary operator right there. Can be useful at some points. So what's happening here? Comma expected, public string toString. Why would there a comma be expected? Yeah, something's wrong with this, so still missing something. Is locked. Return face is equal to heads. If it's true, return the string heads. If it's false, return the string tails. Plus boolean dot toString pass in is locked plus integer dot toString pass in key plus integer dot toString pass in key set temp. Where are we now? Key set temp plus boolean dot toString pass in set. What's up with this? Great, so we'll put one bracket here. Turn face is equal to heads, tails, plus boolean is locked. I feel like there should be a bracket here, but it just doesn't like it. Integer dot toString, integer dot toString, boolean dot toString, return public string toString. Spell it wrong? No. Did I do it in the brackets of another method? Yes, I did. I knew I did something wrong. So we'll take this whole thing out. Control X. Public boolean is heads. Paste that all below there. That should work now. I still feel like there should be a bracket there, but actually, no, that's okay because we got one here. Okay, that should work now. Save it. I don't get to work with the ternary operator that much, but it's cool to work with it because I know in a lot of languages they use it. I always just go with if or else. It's easier to work with, I feel like. But that's okay. So then now we'll save that. We got our interface. We got our coin lockable and we got our account lockable now. There's kind of a lot of stuff going on here, but that's okay. So now we'll just finish up the driver class. So there is a bit of stuff to write in here. Actually, it's one of the most, because I have some loops in here, like where the user can pick what they want to do. But we'll just write it. So we'll start with we'll import the scanner. So import java.util.scanner, and we'll say public class main. This is a driver, so we can just write up here that it's the driver class. Then we'll say public static void main string array args. We'll do the command line to assert that it's the main class. Then we'll create a scanner. Actually, I don't know if we can create a private variable here, but we'll just say scanner scan equals new scanner. We'll pass in the input stream system.in. We'll create a variable into user choice, double user D, and double user F. I forgot why I called it D and F, but that's okay. We'll say string user equals, string user start equals just empty quotations. Set it equal to just empty quotations right now. Then we'll create two objects. So coin lockable obj1 equals to new coin lockable. It takes a parameter. Does it take a parameter? No, it does not take a parameter. That's a constructor there, so that one doesn't take a parameter. Then we'll create an object of, is that an error there? Can't even see it. Okay, that's okay. Oh, I spelled it wrong, that's why. So now we'll say account lockable. We'll create an object of type account lockable. We'll call it obj2 equals new account lockable, and it's going to take 3 parameters. In this constructor, it takes 3 parameters, so when we create the object, we're going to have to pass in 3 parameters. So we'll just say, can say like Homer or something, and we can put like, what are the parameters? So account number, we can just say 88888, and then we'll just say that there's like 1, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's $1 million in that account with 2 decimals. So here we can type system.out.println. We'll say press Y to start or E to exit. I think they do it like this in the command line. Something like that. Yeah, they go like this. So that's okay, we'll just go like that. Press Y to start or E to exit. And we'll say user start. So after we do that, press Y to start or E to exit. Then we'll say user, we'll call the variable user start equals to scan.next line. We'll take input from the scanner. It's gonna look for it's gonna listen for input. So user start equals to scan.next line. So then here we'll say, so it's a lowercase in this case, but we can perhaps change it after. So we'll say a while user start dot equals Y, the character, or the string. Well, technically the character. I think you can use single quotes too. But we'll say if. So while user start dot equals Y, then if user start dot equals Y. I feel like I'm missing I'm missing a parentheses. I'm missing a parentheses. Okay, yeah, so not anymore. If user start dot equals Y, then we'll say system dot out dot println will print out starting. So we'll tell the user that the program's starting. But if it doesn't, if the user does not type in Y, then we'll break. We'll exit the loop. So where are we here? While. So again, we'll nest this loop. So while. So while user start dot equals Y. So while user start dot equals Y, we'll system dot out dot println. So while user start dot equals Y, while user start dot equals Y, we'll system dot out dot println. Excuse me. So while user start dot equals Y, system dot out dot println. Press S to set the key, F to flip coin, L to lock, U to unlock, D to deposit, W to withdraw. What else do we have here? A to add interest. So A to add interest. Is that a G? Okay, so we'll say G to display balance. And then we'll say E. So lastly, we'll say E to exit. So after all that, we'll say, we'll say user start equals to scan.next line. I haven't done one of those in a while. The user choice stuff. I used to like doing those. So user start equals to scan.next line. So user start dot scan.next line. Then an if statement. So if user start dot equals s, then we'll system.out.println, enter a key to set. Then we'll say user choice equals scan.next line. User choice equals to scan.next int. System.out.println. Just system.out.print. Then we'll say object1 key set status plus a /tab /t for a tab. So system.out.print object1 key set status plus a tab. Then we'll say obj1 dot set key to user choice. System.out.println object2 key set status plus escape sequence /t for a tab. Then we'll say obj2 dot set key user choice. So I kind of forgot what the logic is here for that. So we created two objects, obj1 and obj2. So one object of coin lockable, one object of account lockable. Then after all those choices, we said enter key to set, user choice equals scan.next int. Then we're setting the key to what they entered. Okay, that makes sense. So the user is going to enter a key, and it's going to be that key is going to be passed to the set key method for object 1 and for object 2. So it's gonna set both of them with just this one choice. Else if. Okay, so there's else if now. So if that one ends here, then we'll say else if user start dot equals F will system.out.println, and we'll say object one flip function. Then we'll say obj1.flip. So we'll flip the object. So then we'll say again, else if user start dot equals. We could have also said equals ignore case. We'll just try this for now. That way it doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase, but that's okay. So we'll just say user start dot equals. If it equals L, the character L or the string L, we'll system.out.println. Excuse me. Enter a key to lock object. Then we'll say user choice equals to scan.nextInt. Enter a key to lock object. It's going to scan that in. Then we'll system.out.print. System.out.print, so not println. We'll say object1 locked status plus plus /t. Then we'll say obj2. Wait, whoops, sorry. Lost myself here. So system.out.println. Enter a key to lock object. Then we said user choice equals to scan.nextInt. So it takes a key input. So it's taking the password from the user. Then we'll print object1 lock status plus tab. So we'll say obj1 dot lock user choice, so it's going to pass the key in. Then obj1 dot locked, it's going to call that boolean, I think. And then we'll say system dot out dot print again. Object2 lock status. And we'll say plus /t, \t for a tab. Then we'll say obj2 dot lock, and we'll pass in user choice, and then we'll say obj2 dot locked. We'll call the boolean method. Whoops, just once. So after L, we'll say else if user start dot equals u. Then we'll system.out.println. Then we'll say enter a key to unlock the object. Then we'll say user choice equals to scan.nextInt. Then we'll system.out.print object1 locked status plus slash t. Then we'll say obj1.unlock user choice, pass in user choice as a parameter. Then we'll call obj1. So unlock user choice, and then obj1.locked. We'll call the boolean method. Then we'll system.out, just .print. Then we'll say object to locked status plus slash t, add a tab there. Then obj2.unlock, and then we'll pass in user choice. Then we'll say obj2.locked again. We'll call the boolean again. So hopefully that's right. Then after that, bracket, that brace, we'll start another else if. So else if user start dot equals d, open a bracket underneath, then system.out.print line. Then we'll say enter an amount to deposit. Then we'll say user d. Okay, so user d is user deposit. So then we'll say scan.next double. Then we'll say obj2.deposit user d. So whatever the user inputted for that. Sorry, just fix my mic for a sec. So after that, else if, we'll do another else if user start dot equals w. Then we'll say system.out.print line, enter an amount to withdraw. Then user d equals scan.next double. Then system.out. .print line, enter fee. Then user f equals scan.next double. And say obj2.withdraw user d, and then pass in user f, and pass in user d and then user f. So just a few more. So we did w. So we'll do else if user start dot equals g. Then we'll say system.out.print line, object to display balance function. Then we'll say obj2.getBalance. Then system.out.print current balance plus, plus, and then we'll do /t. System.out.print, then current balance. It prints the string current balance, and then we'll concatenate that with a tab. Then we'll say else if. Else if, so if user start, so else if user start dot equals. If it equals the character E. So if the user presses E, then we'll say system.out.print line. See you later. So see you later, and then break. We're going to end the while loop because the user has pressed E. And we'll say if none of those options are pressed, so we'll just add a default. So we'll say system.out.print line. Please enter a displayed option. So else system.out.print line, please enter a displayed option. Then under that, system.out.print line. Press Y to go back to the options menu, and then user start equals scan.next line. Save that. That might actually be it. Actually, we just need one more thing. User scan equals next line. Then we'll have to close the outer loop. So user start equals scan.next line. Hopefully that's right. So we'll save that. So we probably have an error somewhere, so I'll run it. So in locked, change it to is locked. Run it again. Save that. Run it again. $138. Missing return statement. Public double withdraw else. Did I mess these up? Account lockable. Account lockable. What method is this? Public double withdraw. An account lockable. Public double withdraw. Unlock. Deposit. Return balance, return balance. Balance is a double, isn't it? Return balance. 138. I feel like I messed the brackets up. Okay, I think I see what happened here. If this is supposed to be on the outside here, I think, I'm not 100% sure. So if is locked is equal to false, then if amount plus fee is greater than 0 and amount plus fee is less than balance, open bracket, balance equals balance minus amount minus fee, close bracket, then return balance else. Yeah, that should work now, hopefully. So that one corrected. Now we got another one. 42 user start equals next line. That should work now. I think, yeah, you need a capital on the second word of that double word. So it worked, it looks like. Wasn't too bad actually, not that many mistakes. So it says so you can see here it says press Y to start or E to exit. So we'll just hit E and we'll hit enter. Then it exited. Do we not set up goodbye? Or like a see you, I thought we did say see you later. If user start dot equals E. Okay, we'll try this again. So we'll run it. Press Y to start. So it says starting. Press S to set key. So we'll just try to flip the coin. So it says object locked. We'll try to lock it. So something happened here. That or I'm lagging. Let me just close my internet. So press Y, press E. Didn't say see you later. So we'll press Y. Press Y here. Hit enter. Press so why didn't L work, by the way? Oh, so now it works. Yeah, that was a glitch. That happened to me before, actually. So enter key to lock object. What are we taking? Yeah, we're supposed to take, we didn't set any exception handlers here. So we're supposed to enter, we didn't say to enter a double or an integer, or how many keys. I think we can just make our own key, so we'll just go for a 4-digit key. Something like that, so we'll hit Y to start, starting. We'll set the key, we'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. So object 1 key status, key is set complete, key 2 status, key is set complete. So press Y to go back to the options menu, set key, enter key to set, 1, 2, 3, we'll just try 1, 2, 3, 5. Then it says key already set. So we'll just press E, then it exited. I should have said see you later, but okay, so we'll say Y, we'll set the key again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Press Y to go back to the options menu. We'll flip the coin. Object locked, why is it locked? So we'll just press U. Sorry, press Y. Damn it. My bad. So press start again. So we'll say Y to start. We'll set the key 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press Y to go back to the options menu. We tried to flip the coin, but it says object locked. Y to go to the object menu. Had to press it twice. So then we'll say object locked, so press U. Enter the key to unlock the object. We'll just do the wrong key on purpose. So unlock failed. And it says object 2 is locked, that is already unlocked. I thought one was supposed to be locked. I thought both were supposed to be locked initially. Okay, so we'll hit Y. We'll go to lock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll set it equal to true. Then we'll press, damn it, I messed it up again. Sorry. So we'll press Y. And we'll set the key 1, 2, 3, 4. Press Y. We'll go to lock. What did we say? Unlock last time. Press the wrong key. What says one's unlocked, one's not, so we'll press Y again. We'll press lock. Then we'll press 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're both locked. We'll go to the options menu. Then we'll go to unlock. We'll do the wrong key again. It's saying object 2 lock status. It should say both of them are locked. I have a feeling we messed up our conditional somewhere. Object 2, which one's okay, let's start that again. I think we messed up our conditionals. We must have made a typo somewhere, so we'll hit Y. We'll set the key 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hit Y. We'll hit unlock. We'll press the wrong key. Unlock failed and unlock already unlocked. Object 1, what's coin lockable? What do we press? We press U or L, right? So U. Let's have a look here. So what class are we on? Account lockable. No, we're on the coin lockable. We're on lock. So if set is equal to true, if is locked is equal to false, if key is equal to key set temp, then is locked is equal to true. System.out.print locked. Else, we'll say lock failed. Else, we say already locked. And then else, we'll say key not set. That's fine, so we'll go to unlock. So if public void unlock, if set is equal to true, if is locked is equal to true. If key is set is equal to key set temp, then is locked is equal to false. Then we'll system.print unlocked. Then we'll say else. So if key is equal to C set temp, we say unlocked else unlock failed. So if key is equal to key set temp, is locked is equal to false, then we print out unlocked, else we print out already unlocked. Well, I think I mixed these up here. If key is equal to key set temp, is locked is equal to false, and we print out unlocked, else. No, that's right. Already unlocked, unlock failed, unlocked. So unlocked, unlock failed, and then already unlocked. Oh, never mind, it is right. That's weird. Key not set, already unlocked, unlock failed, and unlocked. That's weird. I swear, when I ran through this, obviously I already tested it all out. It was working fine, so there must be a typo somewhere. Maybe in the set key method. Public void set key takes a key in key. If set is equal to false, this key equals to key. Set is equal to true. If set is equal to true, system.print out, system.print line, key is set temp equals to key, and key set complete. Else key set incomplete. Then else key already set. Key already set. Okay, that works. Key already set. Seems to work. We can check the other one. So account lockable. Was that the one we're looking at? Was that the one we're looking at? Great. I don't think it was. So uncount lockable. Public class account lockable implements lockable. So private and key. Okay, so set equals to false, account lockable. Set is equal to false, is locked is equal to false. Public void set key if set is equal to false. Excuse me. Getting tired here. So if set is equal to false, this dot key is equal to key. Set is equal to true. If set is equal to true. So if set is equal to false, this key equals key. set is equal to true. If set is equal to true, key is set. Then key set temp is equal to key. Then key set complete. Else key set incomplete. Excuse me, and then else key already set. Seems to be fine. Public void lock. Int key. If set is equal to true. If is locked is equal to false. If key is equal to key set temp, is locked is equal to true. System.printout locked. Else system.printout lock failed. System.printout else, so else, then printout key not set. Lock failed, already locked, key not set. So public void unlock. If set is equal to true, if is locked is equal. Oh, there we go. Is that an error here? I think that's the error right there. So if set is equal to true, then what is this bracket here? I think this is just an extra bracket. So if set is equal to true, then it should say if is locked is equal to true. So if set is equal to true, open bracket. If set is equal to true, open bracket. If is locked is equal to true, open bracket. If key is equal to key set temp, open bracket. Then set is locked is equal to false, and that's set equal to unlocked. So we have to take one bracket away. I think it was this one. Now where's that line going? Perfect. Let's try it again. So we'll try to flip the coin, object locked. We'll try to deposit. Whoops, press Y. Try to deposit. Deposit something. $56. What happened there? Deposit. 56. Why isn't it working? Press C to deposit. Enter something to deposit. Okay, maybe the deposits functions messed up too. So we'll just say withdraw. Add interest. So Y. Whoops. Well, okay, what happened there? So Y. Then we'll print out. Then we'll press add interest. So A. It's not working. Did I miss something here? Or did I just miss it completely? Equals F, flip, L, U, D, W, G. Yeah, we did miss it. How do we miss that? Where is it? W. Okay, here we go. We'll just add one here. Else if user start dot equals A. Then we'll say system.out.println object to add interest function. Then we'll say obj2.add interest. Let's run that again. Y. Then we'll just call a add interest. Object to add interest function. Should have said locked. I think else if user start system.out.println. User start dot equals a println object to add interest interest obj2.add interest. I spell it right. Interest. Why didn't it lock it? Or maybe it wasn't when it wasn't locked currently. Should have been. Yeah, we're starting to kind of along. We might have to cut it off here pretty soon, so we'll just say we're not going to press anything. Add interest. Did I miss something for the string? That is object to add interest function. Oh, I thought they're initially locked. No? Okay. Y. Get balance. Okay, that didn't work very good. So Y, then we'll just say get balance. So it displays a balance. Then it's great. So why is some locked and others not locked, may I ask? Probably a typo somewhere. So we'll just say unlock. Key not set, key not set. Object 2 is locked. So one is locked and one is unlocked. That's weird. Object 1 is lockable. Lockable, then account lockable. They both should be unlocked. It looks like initially. That's okay. So we'll just set the key, and then it's gonna take too long to fix all this, but you get the idea. So hopefully that helps you. I could try to go through it maybe, but it's like off the camera, but it might take a bit too long to find the error. So we'll just set the key 1, 2, 3, 4. Key is set, and we'll just say lock. Oh, whoops. Y, so set key 1, 2, 3, 4. Press Y, press L, enter key to lock object. We'll just enter the wrong key. Then it just says lock failed, and then lock already unlocked. We'll lock it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're both locked, but it said object 1 was already unlocked. It should have said that. It should have said that it's now locked. So there's probably a typo somewhere. But we'll just hit E. So I hope that helps, and I'll try to find it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna find that error because it might take too long. But I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.